Greetings, YouTube. Today we're going to talk about socks. Yes, socks. These are Keen's men's hiking socks. And it says Keen Wonder Seam, right and left fit. I'll get to that. Natural Milano wool, built in the USA. Sock Dotology. Meet the Keen's Wonder Seam. These were purchased at Sierra, which is like Sierra Trading Company or something. They sell off excess stock from other companies, so you find a weird selection of different brands at one place, like often brands that you would not normally find sold together. My wife was looking for clothing for work, and so I'm wandering around kind of a little on the board side, and I found these socks. What else did I say on here? So pertinent. The Wonder Seam, a hidden, flat, smooth seam for incredible comfort and performance, and they also say it in French for some reason. And these were Keen's Men's Wool Crew Irregular Sock Medium, slightly irregular cosmetic defects only. Now I like the fact that they had medium because I have feet that are not huge. I'm like a 9.5, and I don't like huge socks. I don't want excess on my toes. I don't want excess at the top. I want a heel that's actually in my heel. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Well, I pay a whopping $6.99 for these. Um, built we build socks differently. Yes, they do. Okay, so what does that mean when it says right and left? Well, it means there's a little symbol here. If I can find it, there we go. It's a little arrow, and it says L. There's one on the other foot that says R for right and left. And I've never owned a pair of socks that were anatomically fit to a specific foot, and you can actually tell the difference. If you look at the sock, you can tell that toe cap is asymmetric. It is not symmetrical, and it actually does afford you a better fit, which is kind of interesting. The sock overall is on the slightly thick side for full season wear. I would not want to wear these in the summertime. For example, I would not wear these to work in the summertime. It's just too heavy. So I would make these like 3-season socks. Fall, winter, spring. They're a little heavy for me. Some people may, your mileage may vary there because they do give you a nice bit of cushioning, and they're fairly soft. Now I cannot give you 100% review on how they feel on my foot. I unfortunately suffer from neuropathy, so I don't have a lot of sensation in my feet. I do have some in the arch, so I can tell you that they do afford me more cushion than another pair of socks. Also, because they are slightly thicker, depending on how tight your shoes and or boots are, that could affect your overall comfort level and potentially your risk for a blister if you're hiking. So you may want to take into account that these are going to be a little on the thicker side. So maybe it's a sock that you're not going to be wearing a liner with. Some people do wear sock liners. My wife wears sock liners when she goes hiking quite frequently. So this may be something you want to take into account on that. These are a little on the heavier side. I would actually be really happy if they made one that was just a little bit thinner, but the rest of the characteristics of this sock are really pleasant. I thought it was weird. I'm like a little gimmicky for spending $7. I'm like, I just felt them on the shelf. Well, yeah, they feel pretty nice for $7. I'll give them a stab. And I mean, I've spent more than that on a flashlight or a knife that I'm never going to carry more than a few times, just to do a review. So I'm like, pair of socks, merino wool for $7. All right. And then I discovered that having a right and left one actually does matter, and it actually feels better. I mean, more comfort, better fit. And they're a solid build. I like these socks. They're comfortable. And they're not too high. So here's your heel. Because I don't like socks that are hugely tall, because my boots come to here, and anything beyond the top of my boot is doing nothing. You're paying for fabric that is just bunching up at the top of your boot and providing you no service whatsoever. So I like a sock that is just the right size, and these are the right size. It's one of the reasons I like Darn Toughs. And I even started wearing some of my own Smart Wool socks recently, because it occurred to me, I've still got some Smart Wool socks. I guess I've been wearing Darn Tough for years. So I'm like, let's see if they're still in wearable shape, and they are. So I started wearing them just because I might as well wear them and wear them out and get rid of them. No reason not to, right? They don't fit as well as Darn Tough or as these, but they're still socks, and they're still pretty nice. But yeah, I'm quite impressed with these Keens. I'm like, I saw these, and I'm like, I didn't even know Keen made socks, and they in fact do make socks, and they make pretty good darn good socks. I'm impressed with it. I'm gonna go look into if they have one that's like, I don't know, what would you call the one below hiking? You know what I mean? What would the next stage below that called? Because I don't want to dress socks are a little on the thin side, so I'd like something in between them. Maybe athletic socks. Who knows? We'll see if they make something like that. But yeah, I'm a big fan of wool socks. I wear them 100% of the time. I'm wearing them right now. I have a pair of darn toughs on at the moment, I think, because they're green. I was feeling kind of green. Um, so I believe in them because they're not only are they comfortable, and they're uh, going to keep you warm and protected. And that's one of the things I like about them, is that because they wick moisture, they do their job, and whatever, if they're dry or wet, and they're more protection to your feet, because as someone with neuropathy, I am always concerned with keeping my feet properly protected, and with I want socks that are not going to wear out quickly. That's why I like wool. And since Merino wool has become so ubiquitous, and they've done such a good job at developing it to be consistent and comfortable, it's not itchy in the least. Uh, I'm a big supporter of that. Alrighty, so I like these Keens. I think they're really nice socks. So if you are in at the market for some hiking socks and you like them a little on the thicker side, check out these Keens. They are well worth your time. And if you can get them, the regulars for $7, go for it.